this video we will be study about the shaft of the humerus, and in my previous video we was study about the lower end of the humerus. This is our third video of the osteology of the humerus. This is shaft of the humerus. Shaft of humerus. For identification of the features of the shaft of humerus, I will draw a diagram. This is our anterior view of the humerus. This is the anterior view of the humerus. This is medial side, this is lateral, this is anterior view. This is our upper end, this is lower end, this is shaft. Upper end has greater tubercle, this is lesser tubercle. This is our lateral lip. This is medial lip of bicipital groove. Lip of bicipital groove. If we cut a transverse section on the upper half of the humerus, then we will find there is a circular upper half. Upper half is circular, and if we cut a transverse section on the lower half of the humerus, then we will find there is triangular shaft. This is triangular shaft, and this triangular shaft is responsible for the border and surfaces. There is 3 borders on the lower end of the shaft. There is 3 borders and 3 surfaces. Borders are this is anterior border, this is medial border, and this is lateral border. Anterior border it extend from the lower end of the humerus, shaft of the humerus, and lower end of the shaft of the humerus, and it moves upward. And it upward at the level of upper half part of the shaft, and it merge with lateral lip of the bicipital groove. This border is called anterior border. It extends from the lower end of the humerus, anterior surface of the humerus, and it move upward, and it merge with the lateral lip of the bicipital groove. This border is our anterior border, and on medial side this is our medial border. This border extends from the medial supracondylar ridge. This is our medial supracondylar ridge. Extend from the medial supracondylar ridge. It moves upward along the shaft of the humerus, and it moves upward, and at the level of upper half, it merge with the medial lip of the bicipital groove. It extends from the supracondylar ridge, and it moves upward, and it merge with the medial lip of the bicipital groove. This border is called medial border. This border is medial border. And talk about lateral border. This lateral border extends from the lateral supracondylar ridge. This is our lateral supracondylar ridge. Extend from the lateral supracondylar ridge. It moves upward along the shaft, and at the level of upper half, it turns back. It turns back. And draw a posterior diagram. This is our posterior diagram. It lies lateral border here. Here lies the lateral border. It turns back, and there is a structure which is posterior part of the greater tubercle. There is 3 depression of the greater tubercle which is on the posterior side of the greater tubercle. This lateral border is merged with the posterior part of the greater tubercle. This border is our lateral border. This is our lateral border. Lateral border. And now surfaces. In between the anterior border and medial border, this surface is called anteromedial surface. This surface is called anteromedial surface. Why it is called anteromedial? Because it is present between the anterior border and between the medial border. It is present anterior border and medial border. That's why it is called anteromedial surface. And our other surface present between the anterior border and lateral border. Then this surface is called anterolateral surface. Anterolateral surface. This surface is called anterolateral surface. This is anteromedial. Why it is called anterolateral? Because this surface is present in between 2 borders. This is the anterior border and this is lateral border. And now on this posterior side there is no border. That's why it is called posterior surface. Posterior surface. And the middle half of the posterior surface, there is a groove. This groove is called radial groove. Radial groove. Why it is called radial groove? Because there is radial nerve passing through this groove. That's why it is called radial groove. This groove named on the basis of the nerve which is passing through the radial groove, which is radial nerve, and this groove is called radial groove. And on the middle half of the anterolateral surface, there is one structure also. This structure is called, this is V-shaped tuberosity. There is tuberosity. This tuberosity is V-shaped. This tuberosity is called deltoid tuberosity. Deltoid tuberosity. This is deltoid tuberosity. This is our anterior border, medial border and lateral border, but in between the anterior and medial, this surface is called anteromedial surface. Between the anterior and lateral border, surface is called anterolateral surface. Anterior border is merged with the lateral lip of the bicipital groove, and our medial border is merged with the medial lip of the bicipital groove, and our lateral border is at the level of upper half. It turns back and lies on posterior surface, and it merges with the posterior part of the greater tubercle, which is depression. 3 depression, and these depressions are for the sit muscle attachment. Sit. Supraspinatus, infraspinatus and teres minor. These muscles are inserted on the posterior part of the greater tubercle, and on the posterior part of greater tubercle, our lateral border merged. And this is our radial groove. This is our deltoid tuberosity on the anterolateral surface, and this is on the posterior surface. These are all about the shaft of the humerus part 3. Thank you.